Yeah, so these are, I mean, you might think that, you know, steamed pudding would be a wintry thing.
Yeah.
But as you had before, it's quite light. And with that, with strawberries, there's no strawberries in this, with the rhubarb and the grapes, it really is very seasonal, well, especially with the rhubarb. But I incorporated the black grape into that just because I've been using them a lot recently in recipes.
Right.
And when you cook it with the rhubarb, it goes like this beautiful indigo, really dark purple colour, isn't it?
Beautiful.
So this is basically just a cake batter.
Right.
So all I've done is I've just beaten and creamed together the butter and sugar. Now make sure you give that a really good beating. I always say this, when it comes to cake batters, if you don't dissolve the sugar in the butter at this stage, the sugar turns to a syrup in the cake and it weighs it down as it bakes. So you've got to make sure that you do cream it really well at this stage.
So that's why you would get wee skinny cakes that would be rubbish. And
Like pancake cakes, rubbish pancake cakes, which my middle sister Victoria, she always produces. Poor thing, she's not very well versed in kitchen prowess. So add the eggs and beat those in. Like I always say, again, these will curdle and scramble, that doesn't matter.
Right.
Delia Smith wouldn't like it, but I'm not Delia.
Okay.
I'm happy with this, it's fine. So in with some milk as well, just to make it a bit more dense. Not too dense, like I say, it's a lighter version of a pudding, but it should still have a matter of difference between a cake, so it's a bit more toothsome. And then all I'm going to do is add a bit of orange zest. You could use lemon, but I like orange with rhubarb. I think it works well. And actually, what I would also recommend you do when I make the jam in a second is, if you've got some in the cupboard, a bit of old, well not old, but a bit of sweet sherry in that jam. Would work really very well. It would work lovely.
Good idea.
So in with the flour as well, self-raising flour. And then all you need to do is just bring that to a cake batter. A fairly thick. It's not too thick, but it's spoonable is what you want.
Spoonable.
A spoonable batter.
Right.
And as soon as you've got the flour incorporated, stop. Don't keep mixing it. That's all you need to do.
Cool.
Now for that jam, chuck those in there for the jam. Just in a saucepan or a frying pan, over a, wrong flame again, I always do that, over a medium heat to start with, just chuck in your chopped grapes, but you've got to make sure you chop your fruit because then the sugar can sort of get into the actual fruit itself. It draws out the moisture, it macerates the fruit, and that helps to break it down into a jam. In with some sliced rhubarb. And you can get that champagne rhubarb, which is really beautifully, really pink, pastely pink. It's gorgeous. So if you can find that, do use that. I'll put all those grapes in. I don't want to waste.
No, 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 no.
Can't waste anything.
No. And
then in with some sugar and just a splash of water. Or, like I said before, you could use sherry or amaretto or... Oh, vodka would do it.
Anything?
Anything would work. Anything would work.
You've got hanging around.
But making jam is a lovely, you know, even for a bloke like me, a 6'2" lad from Wigan, I still enjoy making jam.
Well, it's
for everyone.
Yes, of course.
Anyone here can make jam.
Therapeutic.
Therapeutic, it's lovely. So just bring that to a boil. And then let it simmer down for about 10-15 minutes. Just until, this is more of a compote rather than a jam. Just until it cooks down. And you can see it goes from this lovely sort of rainbowed colour to this really dark indigo. And that's precisely what you want. And then when you've got your jam, you can then put it into, not all of it, just about half of that. Divide half of the jam that you make between the 4 pudding moulds. Make sure you grease the pudding moulds and make sure you pop a disc of baking paper in. And then it's just put the jam in, and then shove the stuff on top of that, the cake batter on top of that. Simple as that. And then to cook them, if you don't have a steamer, because not many people have steamers these days, the best way to do it is just get a tray, fill that with hot water. Halfway up to the surface, halfway up the tins. Cover the tins with a disc of baking paper. Just gently plop it on. Don't press the batter down. So pop that on there. Pop that on there. And then all I'm going to do is get some cling film. Cover that with cling film like that. Just to make it completely airtight so the foil doesn't break. So on with the cling. Make sure it's airtight. This is a great tip actually because steaming puddings, people always often don't make them for that reason. But with a bit of cling and a bit of foil into the oven and you don't even need a steamer.
That's really good.
And that's how you do it.
Oh, you're so clever.
I never get to come into the kitchen at this time.
You've made these already so that we can actually try them.
I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning.
Just for me.
Slaving over a hot microwave just for you, Dan.
So lovely.
Just for you.
That is beautiful, isn't it?
And you don't need a steamer to make these. You can do it in the oven. So it's a really good way of doing it.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Even you can make them.